All right, quick update. It is Friday, September 5th. Tuesday's biopsy showed hypocellular marrow containing about 10% cells. So basically that compares to previous to the chemo where I had hypercellular marrow containing about 80% cells, about 35% of those being blast cells. Now it's just 10% cells. So they don't really know exactly how many percentages of what types of cells are in those 10%. So basically we just are going to wait for 2 to 4 weeks to let the cells, or let the marrow recover actually, and then we'll do another biopsy, and that will determine whether or not the leukemia has been put into remission or not. And then after then would be the bone marrow transplant, regardless, because what's called the FLT3 ITD mutation, which I have, which is apparently present in about 25% of adult AML cases. It's kind of a poor prognostic outcome indicator, but at the same time there's lots of options associated with it that are very interesting, and currently there are also inhibitors related to it. There's just a lot of potential there, so it's just one of those kind of wait and see things. And I think from what I've read, it's possible to convert from the FLT3 positive marker pre-allogenic transfer, and then you can convert negative for it afterwards, which increases or improves your one's prognosis significantly. And I think it's just one of those things where you kind of gotta just wait and see. On the superpower front, I think basically I've developed some kind of limited combination of prescience and telepathy in the form of completing other people's sentences. It's something that my friend Catherine has already mastered, and she's put it to great use so far in gaining control over the Durham JC's organization, potentially putting herself into position for a run at the mayor's seat, which, you know, is like one step away from, you know, doing all kinds of interesting things with regards to world domination and that kind of stuff. So I'm interested in or seeing where that will go. Catherine also knit me this fine screen accurate Scott Pilgrim hat, basically to replace the one I bought previously on Etsy. And this one's just fantastic, and I've been wearing it all the time, even when I'm entirely too warm for wearing a hat. And I love it. I love it greatly. Kay is consistently here, well, just bringing me food and offering me company, and we've been watching Sherlock, and that's been a lot of fun. So thank you very much, Kay, as always, for your support through this process. My white blood cell count is hovering around 0.3, hemoglobin's 8.2, platelets around 21. Basically, it's all still really low, and it's going to be like that for a little while. And for the next couple of weeks, it probably makes sense for me to just kind of focus on recovering and avoiding sources of infection, that kind of thing. I think I've had about 6 units of blood for transfusion so far, about maybe 3 or 4 units of platelets. So that's about it for everything, and yeah, I'll have another update probably in a while once I have some more information to share. Maybe after the HLA typing is done for my siblings, maybe once we have an idea of whether or not it'll be easy or hard to find a bone marrow donor, that kind of thing. So thanks again, as always, for support and your wishes, and I'll have another update sometime soon.